I've been thriving for a long time, trying to rise. Everything don't always work the way you have it in your head, but things do work in time. If they're meant to happen, they will happen.
The Rise and Thrive campaign aims to amplify local entrepreneurs and business leaders in the Mississippi Delta. Meet the Tunica native behind the entertainment company IDS Entertainment. His journey as an entrepreneur is a testament to hard work, determination, and authenticity. Here is his story.
My name is Craig Smacks Harris. I started officially in business in high school. I graduated in 1990, Rutherford, right in Tunica. As a senior, I started having the football game after parties. So from that point, I kind of knew that's what I wanted to do. I don't even know if we called it a promoter then, but we were we know Friday night, Craig is gonna have a party. Most of my friends played sports, from basketball to football. I played in middle school, but in high school I didn't want to play. Even in the ninth grade, I kind of wanted to be a businessman. And that my family is full of entrepreneurs, so that's what we do. Our family business, my grandmother already had it was not really a club at that time, but I would graduate, go to Northwest, didn't go to class, but I thought the next semester I would go to Alcorn, where some of my friends were. Think I'm gonna go to class, I'm gonna do better. Nope, didn't go to class. I just knew I wanted to do something, and I left school. By now, in high school, I had a child in high school, so by now I got a second. My daughter is on the way, so I got to do something. Her mother's at home. You got to help out. So I came home, changed the family business into a club, and that's what Craig Place started. It was a lot of work because there was no blueprint for me. You had guys that had clubs there. The older guys had clubs forever. But I'm young, I'm 20, 21 with a club. Still got the same following that I had in high school, and just started, it's rap then. And we just started doing rap shows. And again, I formed another clique called a T-Town clique. Back then they was calling a sugar ditch, which was an insult, of course. So I even came with the name T-Town. And I got the name T-Town from, back then there was a R&B group called H-Town with Knocking the Boots. So H-Town, I was like, hey, we're gonna be T-Town. I gotta get this sugar ditch off of us. So I formed a group with a T-Town clique. So it's a rap group. I started off rapping, of course. And we just had shows, a few of those guys has transitioned. And we started off, it was like 14 of us, and through the years, some fall, and I ended up with Chronic and Lil Watts. So Chronic is a young guy that was making noise in high school, kind of reminded me of myself in high school, doing this thing in high school. So he always wanted to be part of the T-Time clique. And Lil Watts was like, hey, I got this dude, blah, blah, blah. And he brought him to me, heard some of his music, like, whoa, you rolling with us. So and the name of my company then was called Smacks Productions. And I want to give a big shout out to this guy that I really, who inspired me. His name is Shimmy, DJ Shimmy from Tunica. Shimmy Man, I got that from him. It was Shimmy Man Productions, and that's really where Smacks Productions came from. Shimmy was the guy, the DJ around town that was going from club to club. He had a little rap, rhyme, got people going crazy. I'm like, oh. Lemuel Wellington, Shimmy Man, shouts out to him, rest in peace. He really, really inspired me. And I knew what he poured into me, I wanted to pour into somebody else. So I turned Lil Watts, who was a rapper. When we signed Lil Chronic, Watts became the DJ. I was on the microphone like Shimmy was. So Chronic was the better rapper. So the younger rapper, he had the buzz. We took Lil Chronic and we took him as far as we could. He ended up signing with another company from another town that did really, really well with them too. And I said that to say this: sometimes you can go and take people as far as you can, and when it's time for them to elevate and go to the next level, it's it. Just let them do what they do. And me and Chronic are still friends. Lil Watts passed a few years ago, but we remain friends to this day. From there, I guess rap was getting kind of really, really crazy. So I wanted to step into the blues world. And I was kind of raised on blues from grandmother, and waking up Saturday morning, having to clean the house. You know how it was back in those days. And I did the first blues shows at Fitz Casino. And it was a sold out event. We made an annual event, all white affair. And I've only been doing blues 8 years. But within 8 years, we've grown like really, really. Every 3 years, we have to move out of the venue we're in. It really took me 30 something years to really succeed, to call it success. It's been a whole lot of a few evictions in there. Some repos are in there. The lights are off. I used to have a summer show. Even back in Craig's Place days, I never wanted to make money and not give back. And even with the Craig's Place, I formed another group with some men in Tunica. We were called, I forgot the name of our group back then, thinking. But anyway, we used to get our money together. I used to get money from Craig's Place and go to we call the old folks home, the convalescent center. And we have a lot of people at those centers that some of their own children don't come and visit them. So we take them fruit baskets for the holidays. I used to have winter coat drives. And we still give to this day. Instead of giving, I realized that giving away things at Christmas time, all the same people go to the same people get everything. And the people who really need it can't get there to get it. So now we work with the schools. So the schools let us know who really need things. And we don't publicize it. We have buildings. Christmas, we adopt 6 families. And we just give to those. We want to know that we're really helping. So we do the clothes. We get a Christmas list, a Santa's list. Some of my friends, like in the music business, like J1, some other friends, Brian, and it's a few more people join forces with us. We end up giving everybody everything they wanted on the Christmas list. There is no competition for me. My only competition is myself. And I'm only trying to be better than what I was before. And I'm fighting against time. I'm competing against time, not the people around me, not other promoters. And I had to learn that kind of the hard way, because when we was really coming up, doing the blues shows, there was some other guys doing it over here. They'll do that, and it'll be some roadblocks there, and then I realized that no matter what other people are doing, we're still selling out shows. And the name of my company is IDS Entertainment. The IDS stands for It Don't Stop. So it don't matter what they're saying, what they're doing, that's not going to stop us. It's not going to stop us. They got to come better than that and harder than that. Then I realized that a few years later, I'm looking around, it's only us. It's just us. So be consistent. Do what you do. That's success. Be consistent. We do the same thing the same way, and we're selling hospitality, because you can go anywhere to see these artists we have at shows. But with us, man, we're fully staffed. With the sound man, the DJ, the ticket seller, we're fully staffed from security, everything we got is IDS Entertainment. So, and we're consistent. We go into any city, and we go to different cities for the show there, because we got our own team. And not even a team, we call it family. And speaking of family, sometimes your own family will discourage you. But your family doesn't have to be the ones related to you. You can create a new family. And that's what I basically done. I created a new family, IDS Entertainment. We're a family. We do good business, but it's popular to support us too. And when you come, we want you to come back. And we want, if something bad is going on, something you didn't like, I want to hear about it because that gives us opportunity to fix it. And most people want to leave Tunica County. Tunica County is a great place. We love Tunica County. You always want to, I have opportunities to move different shows to different places. But even the Father's Day show, you want to do it at home. I'm from here. You know, I'm from Tunica. And we won Tunica on our chest proudly. That T-Time Click comes from me. That Tunica University comes from me. You know, that comes from me. I don't have to claim that everywhere. If you're from that area, you know what it is. If you're from back then, you know this is not overnight success. And don't put a time limit on what you're doing. Just be realistic and be consistent. The young man from Tunica called me yesterday and saying, hey, I kind of want you to guide me to just stay on my ass and blah, blah, blah. If you know that's what you need, then you know where you need to go. But, you know, I'm here for you. Call me, you know, come over here. We're over here. And we basically build things we don't do a lot of outside things. I don't go there. If I'm not dealing with somebody, I'm not going there. I don't care if my favorite artist is there. If I'm not dealing with you, I'm not going there. And I would appreciate it if you don't come where I am, if it's a whole lot of negative energy. And you know, because we all can make it. Everybody can really succeed. Nobody should be able to tell you that you can't do this over here because such and such is doing it. Why not? The future of my own personal business is to be a leader from IDS Entertainment. A lot of the guys, my team is really filled with people that some of them has dreams of being promoters or this, that, or third. I'm not a real leader or succeeding unless the people around me are succeeding too. So I want Benzo to go to the next level and be a promoter. I want my son, Lil Craig, who is my co-CEO, to come and grab this. I'm building all this for you and my grandkids that you can just step right into it. But my children might not have the same vision or dream as I do. You know, it's very hard for Michael Jordan's son to step in Michael Jordan's shadow because everybody's expecting a Michael Jordan, and he's not. He's just Michael Jordan's son. So my children know a lot about being entrepreneurship, but they don't have to own this business. If somebody around, it's 43 people in IDS Entertainment. So somebody when I'm dead and gone, somebody gonna step up. Somebody's watching, and even they don't have to be in IDS Entertainment or part of what we do. Somebody in Tunica County is up next. I hope even this video reach the masses, and not just in Tunica County. It's people everywhere that need help. But of course, you want to do more in Tunica County, but you want to be appreciated and respected too. And a lot of people in Tunica appreciate me and respect it and respect what we do. And I want our younger people to understand, like, even Oopie is in Tunica and he's doing some of the things I was doing back then. I'm so proud of him because those basketball tournaments, I used to have the Smacks Classic every summer, and people from everywhere. And some other people do some things, but they know where they got that from. But I'm calling Oopie name because he always shout me out and say, man, I got this from Smack. And that's the one that give you the chill when people know where they come from and then they understand what it was. So they want to, I poured something into that young man, and he got younger people around him that he can pour that into. People will take who they want you to be and try to make you that, but you can change. You can do different things. There's some guys in Tunica, when I was coming up there, that I wanted to do these different things with. Their names was so bad on the streets. But these people, even Benzo that's with me, Benzo is with me because when I had the club, when I was young, he was coming there and shoot in the club. But the young man, he needed guidance. He's not that kid forever. Now he's one of my right-hand men. and he can run the whole ship on the mic. He doing exactly what he's trying to do, what I used to do. Cause hey man, I used to watch you, the same thing you're filming for. I used to watch you. I was coming from Memphis to your first shows, and we were now he's over here with us and getting the inner works, and he's who I'm speaking of, saying that somebody from the camp is probably gonna take it to the next level. Everybody don't want to do it, but it's one of his dreams. He's out promoting shows, you know, and I'm standing right behind him. Whatever you need, I'm here. And I hope the same for some of the guys in Tunica. Some of the younger guys that open the club. Sometimes you open things and you have to close them because it didn't work out. That doesn't mean it's over with. You have to come back a different way. And even with Craig's place, I went through the same things. I'm young, they're young, no security, they shooting, things that happen. But you come back some years later and realize your mistakes. You're older, you're more mature. We're not, and I opened the Shark Bar, and that's why the name of the Shark Bar was the Shark Bar, because sharks don't swim backwards. I can't go back to Craig's place. So with the Shark Bar, we're grown, you can't smoke in here, you blah, blah, blah. Major success. So I'm hoping this week, the masses in Tunica that really want to be entrepreneurs, but I want to, because we always preach entrepreneurship, but the other thing I want to preach to people is ownership. Own it. If you own, man, look, you have to own it. Be the entrepreneur. Sometimes you're the entrepreneur, you don't own the building. You're probably getting kicked out. You don't own it. And if you don't own it, you don't have the final word. You can't control it if you don't own it. And that's one of the things. Put those hand in hand. Some people own buildings that can't get it going. Some people are entrepreneurs that got it going, but they don't own the building. So you see where I'm going? If you're an entrepreneur and you own it, then that's yours. You can do what you want with it. You have the final say.
The Rise and Thrive campaign by Saints Emerald City is on a mission to inspire, uplift, and empower the entrepreneurial spirit within Tunica, Mississippi. Together, we can make a difference and empower the next generation of business leaders and entrepreneurs. From the Mississippi Delta and beyond, let's rise and thrive.